Hi, everybody. This is Lily Mutams TV. Thank you so much for joining me here on Lily Mutams TV. Guys, I have an interesting videos and information regarding a certain man who is a billionaire in Nigeria from Enugu State. And the pictures and videos are trending. And it's obviously in regards to how wealthy he was and how he was flaunting his money when he had his programs or when he was invited at weddings or any other event. It is also believed that this man was actually a native doctor. You know, people believe in ritualists. So it was known that he was a ritualist, which is what other people believe. You know, like we can't condemn people's beliefs and religions. But as a Christian, obviously, I cannot support that. So people were going to him, they knew about him. But one thing that has shocked many is that they discovered, the residents of that area in Enugu State discovered that the man had actually buried and unalived a woman who was alive, basically, under the ground of his building, of his mansion. And they found a woman lying upright, you know, she was seated upright with a big stomach, pregnant, meaning that was like a sacrifice, and she was buried under there. And that got the residents angry, the police, everybody went there to try and see how they can uncover this dark secret of this man. And also the government of Nigeria, what they've started doing is, if any building or house is found, you know, involved in any form of crime, they are demolishing. They don't care the value of the property, they will demolish. Now, this man has a TikTok platform where he says, either pray, either show. And he has people who are praising him, who are saying, look, you are the man of the moment. And that's, you know, prior to him being arrested. This message is for you that is very, very desperate for wealth, that sees people flashing money, that sees people flaunting money. And you tell yourself, I want that lifestyle. It's all vanity at the end of the day, right? You are crying to be popular. You are crying to have all this wealth. And at the end of the day, look at this man. He looks very young. He's probably in his 40s. He's going to spend the rest of his life in jail. So what was the point of enjoying 5-10 years of wealth? And then at the end of the day, there's nothing that you have, you know, left with except you rotting in jail. Depression is going to kick in and all those things. So with the way the enemy works, guys, the enemy comes to steal, to kill, and to destroy. And also the enemy brings you all these good things whereby they look so good. You are so attracted to these good things, the leisure, the business class lifestyle, which is flaunted often on social media, and flashing of money and being the special guest because you are a money flasher, of which the government of Nigeria, particularly the EFCC, has stopped that. Even in Zambia as well, the government has stopped anybody putting flowers, money in flowers as a bouquet. And flashing money as well is something that the governments in Africa are working on to stop it, because it's causing a lot of confusion, especially among the young people who are living in abject poverty and also who are trying to survive. So these so-called ritualists are attracting the young ones who want to live a luxurious life. And that's the reason why they flaunt their wealth on social media. But my warning is to you young ladies that like rich men. Some of you, you're wondering when you get married, you're not having children. Some of these guys sacrifice you guys. So please, by all means, before you get married, if you know you dated a rich man who was just too nice to be true, try by all means to go for deliverance prayers. And for guys as well, I know you may be desperate because life is so tough in Africa. I'm here to encourage you that patience pays. It takes resilience, consistency. Whatever you believe in, I believe that one day it will make you who you are supposed to be, because I believe that life is spiritual and God will never fail you. But the problem is we are desperate as young people, as African people, because our neighbor so-and-so is doing so well. What about me? When am I going to make it? So people are looking for shortcuts. And this man is an example of people who are doing these shortcuts, and at the end of the day, their money and fame is short-lived. So regardless of what your situation may be, I'm begging you to never be desperate. Don't admire the so-called who's and who's. And that's why even the Bible tells us to test all spirits. It's not everybody that is flaunting even miracles on social media is a man of God. This is no longer just about the world now. It's also in churches. So you have to build a special relationship with God so that you can have a spirit of discernment and see, is this truly a man of God? Because some of them, they are really desperate that they've gone to consult evil deities. You are seeing yourself going through problems after problems. It's because the evil deity tells them that your members will be having problems only you can solve. So this man is a ritualist, yes, but there's also pastors who are also doing the same. And they are no exception, okay? So we need, by all means, to try to follow the path of Christ and also to be patient. And remember, a prayer of a mother or a parent will never let you down. One day is one day. It will be better for you. Life will be better for you. So guys, this is a story that is trending across the internet with regards to how this man buried this lady and his underground of his property. People are so desperate. Be careful who you admire. Be careful who you call friends. Be careful where you go seeking for support and help, because some people will give you even money, and then at the end of the day, you will never see progress in your life. We have to always be prayerful and understand that with God, all things are possible. God takes a long time. Things take time, because with God, his timing is not our human timing. To him, 5 years from now, your blessing is coming. To him, it looks like 1 second. So you have to be patient and always be prayerful. So what's the gain to lose your soul, and at the end of the day you are mocked and brought to ridicule like this man? So this is a man trending who is a billionaire and has found himself in deep waters and presently in jail facing this a murder charge of the young lady who is yet to be identified. The woman who was pregnant, there's no news yet as to who she was. But imagine a woman is probably going to the market and maybe is walking, or maybe he even invited her to say, if you need help, come to my house. And then he does this to her. People are so evil and desperately wicked. As I was filming, it's also been discovered that the gentleman who has been arrested was trying to flee from Nigeria, and he has been arrested trying to flee the borders of Nigeria. And the person who disclosed the real nature of this native doctor is this young girl that is speaking in Igbo language, I believe. I can't understand what she was saying, but I believe she was kidnapped and then she escaped. I don't know how she managed to escape. And that is how she was able to disclose about this man. God used a little angel, this young girl, to disclose. And for me, it's also a plea to the Nigerian government to do something for this young girl. Take her to school, take her to college, because what she has done is saved a community that would have just been seeing mysterious people missing. So many bodies have been uncovered. And this young girl sorted out the puzzle, which even the government could not discover and other authorities could not discover. But this young girl is a little angel who needs to be recognized by Nigerian government organizations as well. Make sure you can sponsor her in school, let her have a better life and future. And she needs to be protected as well, because we don't know what anybody might try to do to harm her. So please and please and please, we need to safeguard the welfare of this young girl and ensure that she has a better life and future. And obviously, it's a horrific experience for her to be kidnapped by somebody whom maybe people really respect in the community. We have seen this very man receiving an award for philanthropy. And this is one thing about African people. We get excited when we see somebody with money. We give them all these awards. We don't even know their source of wealth. And clearly this man, his source of wealth was in sacrificing other people. More bodies have been uncovered in different properties that he owned. And it's honestly unfair for somebody to want to live a luxurious lifestyle, and yet the only source of you to have that lifestyle is to unalive other people. Then you're not ready as a man to work. Go and get a job, do business. You want to sacrifice other people. So he is definitely going to spend the rest of his life in jail. And before that, they have to uncover how much wealth he has and use it to empower the community. But it's blood money. I don't think anybody would be interested in that. So guys, that's the update. With that, guys, thanks so much for joining me here on Lily Mutams TV. I love you guys.